The age-old question that has plagued over 2 people is whether or not Dream should continue doing Manhunt. In this video, we are going to break down all the reasons why or why not Dream should continue making manhunts. I mean, it's a legitimate question at this point. It was a legitimate question a year ago, but not one single person in the entire world has ever come up with an answer. Immediately, my mind jumped to reasons I liked Manhunt, reasons I disliked Manhunt, and ways he could improve, and ways he could shake things up, but I realized that I couldn't go straight there. The first question I had to ask is if I wanted to see Manhunt go long-term or just short-term. Short-term for me would be that it ends after another year or so, maybe we see a 600 series, but not much more than that. The second option is long-term, and I'm talking 10 years long-term. It sounds crazy, but I'll dive deeper into that later. Let's start with the now. Should Dream keep doing Manhunts and Manhunt variants, or should he stop? Not that he should stop forever, but should he take a break and try to establish something new? Let's look at Dream from 2 different perspectives. Firstly, let's look from the perspective of people who are fans of Dream. Our perspective. We enjoy pretty much anything that Dream's put out. Some more than others, but even if it's not a great video, we'll give it a watch when it comes out anyway. The second perspective is for those who only know Dream as the Manhunt guy. This is the vast majority of viewers. Just take a minute to scroll through his channel and you can pretty clearly see that his most popular videos are all manhunts. I mean, this is something we all knew. Many people watch Dream not because it's necessarily Dream, but because they are manhunt videos. When you hear people saying that Dream is tied to Manhunt, this is what they mean. You can't have one without the other because they're synonymous for so many people. Knowing that there are 2 different audiences watching Dream, should he continue to do manhunts in the near future? Well, yeah. Let's be real, it would be foolish for him to stop. Wow, congrats Phil, super, you did a great job having a controversial video idea. The real question that we're asking is, should Dream continue to have manhunts as the established mainstay series on his YouTube channel, or should he look to create a new series that would replace and surpass Manhunt? But would you click on that video title? I mean, come on, no, that's a stupid title. I wouldn't click on that title either, so we named it something more controversial. I think Dream nailed what Manhunt will look like going forward. Not that each video has to have money at stake, but the variations yet similarities to the old Manhunt are perfect to not just keep the series going, but to continue to bring it success. So let's look at the long term. What would Manhunt look like in 10 years? Or will it even last that long? When I have questions like this, ones that can be quite hypothetical, I will usually run them by Purple Matter. Because although we both love manhunts, we have different perspectives on it. When I look at Manhunt in the long term, I look at it as something created for enjoyment rather than for virality. You see, when Dream first started doing manhunts, the knowledge on clutches, traps, and Minecraft, it was quite limited. Dream was the one pioneering many of the moves we saw, but once his videos became more and more popular, more and more people began to research their own clutches and traps. Soon after that, many moves that Dream pulled off had already been done by someone online, and this took away from the manhunt for a lot of people watching. Obviously, Dream had no way of controlling this as it's simply a byproduct of his success, but nonetheless it caused some people to lose interest. The second biggest reason why many people stopped watching was because it was the same thing over and over. Now personally, I hate this reason. It's dumb to me, but is it valid? 100%, but still dumb. Any professional sport is the same thing over and over, but we continue to watch it. But the kicker is that the base audience that watches the majority of the games, they're still there, and the others just join in for the higher profile matches, and the same could be applied for Manhunt. So here's what I'm getting at. When I look at Manhunt long term, I not only shouldn't, but I can't look at it from the perspective of him trying to reach the same heights as he did in the 300's grand finale. The core audience will stay the same, and Dream will have his peaks and troughs as he continues to do Manhunt. But Purple Matter brought up a point that I hadn't thought about at all. Does the question about what will Manhunt look like for Dream in 5 years, is that a question about Manhunt, or is it a question about Dream? Dream is young, like very young. The dude is only 22 years old and he hasn't even done a face reveal yet. In my very well-timed video about Dream quitting YouTube, I talked specifically about the opportunities that doing a face reveal would bring. And Purple Matter pointed this out as well. He said, I personally don't see Dream making Minecraft videos even 5 years from now. This is because when he face reveals, his life is going to change drastically, and I'm talking he will be on KSI/Logan Paul celebrity levels. By that point, Minecraft will be a thing of the past for him, and I honestly couldn't agree more. I mean, he's got a point. I know a lot of you are probably quite a bit younger than me, but when I think of Logan Paul, I think of Logan Paul, the guy from Vine, and many people know him as that. But now, so many more people know him as Logan Paul, the wannabe boxer from YouTube. I'm not just meaning internet people thinking of Logan Paul that way, but established sports analysts and professional athletes. The perspective of Logan has completely changed because Logan has changed. If Dream face reveals, he would be in the exact exact same spot, or at least he would have the potential to be. He could skyrocket his popularity to, well, anything. At that point, Dream has the potential to be anything he wants to be. It would be such a huge change from what he has normally done in Minecraft that his ties to the game wouldn't be exclusive anymore. What I mean is that Dream wouldn't just be a Minecraft YouTuber, or he at least would have the possibility to branch out into other areas of interest, of which he has named many before. But what about Manhunt? Will Manhunts die? I don't think so, but it may be over for Dream. I doubt that this will happen anytime soon, but people move on in life, and with Dream being so young and so popular, I'm sure he has, just like the rest of us, a million other ideas that he wants to explore. Many other YouTubers out there do manhunts as well, and a lot of them are very good at it, but it's not just Dream doing manhunts. But this will at least ensure that the genre of manhunt will continue. You see, Manhunt won't die in the same way that Minecraft won't die. Sure, it'll go through its highs and lows, but there will be no way of completely killing it off. Heck, kids play Minecraft now that weren't even born when the game was released, and the same holds true for Manhunts. But those are just my thoughts. Predicting the future is hard. It doesn't just depend on what ideas people come up with, but the ability for them to be executed. I hope that Dream continues to do manhunts well after his face reveal. Not that I want every other upload to be a manhunt, but just once in a while at least. I want that nostalgia, I want the excitement, and I want something to analyze.